Well, a crowd of protesters is growing outside of the ICE facility in Broadview. Now, this is happening now without the fences that were once protecting that building. A judge ordered those to be removed a little bit earlier this week. Our Gabriella Primus is there live with the latest. What are you seeing out there, Gabby?
Hey, good morning, Brian. I've been checking in with you guys really a lot during the last hour and a half because towards the top of the 8 o'clock hour is when we saw most of the unrest. Right now that it's 9:30, we're seeing mostly words against ICE in form of song. There's kind of a band ensemble playing in the free speech zone, but I do want to play some video for you of earlier towards the top of the 8 o'clock hour. As I said, we saw demonstrators kind of flood into Beach Street. That's where the free speech zone is, and they wanted to keep them, mapped out through the barricades and out of the street so that emergency vehicles can pass, but they decided to actually go towards the ICE facility in the area where they have designated them not to go. State police came up with batons and stopped them and made demonstrators go back to the designated area. Again, the designated hours don't start until 9 a.m. This was prior to that, and that was also part of the problem. Why we're seeing, I think, a lot more people here on Beach Street versus 25th and Broadview, which we've seen shut down the last few weeks, is because a new executive order from the Broadway mayor, Katrina Thompson. She has asked demonstrators to stay off 25th and has made it a rule for them to stay over on Beach Street in Lexington. That's the intersection. Because demonstrators were, jetting out into the street and interrupting traffic in some of the neighborhood there. And so now they're forced in this area, which means that big crowd that we typically expect on Friday is now in this area. Here's a look from Skyfox over where we are. Now that it's 9 o'clock, we are seeing more people trickle in, a larger crowd, slowly but surely. And as you know, there are businesses here on Beach Street, so we do expect for their property to get a little more full, the grassy area as well as the parking lots in this area. Right now, we're not seeing any verbal altercations anymore with state police. State police obviously have stayed closer to the ICE facility and staying on standby in case anything does happen again. Really, we're seeing Broadview police over to our side, making sure that no one gets any closer to the ICE facility. They are staying in the free speech zone. For now, I'll send it back to you, but luckily looking a little more quiet now that things have de-escalated.
All right, Gabby, thanks so much for your time.